What's going on, comic family, and welcome to the Legion of Comics. I'm Mark, and Brent's not with us tonight. He is working, but we have one of our friends, Panda Awesome 316, decided to join us. And we've got a lot of cool stuff to talk about, so let's get going. So if you're new to the channel, or if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe because you'll get notifications for our future videos. And we do cool stuff like live shows and new comic book day and hauls and unboxing, as well as giveaways. So if you want to be a part of any of that, you do have to subscribe to reap the rewards. So that being said, let's take a look at what came out this week. Panda, how's it going, man?
It's going well, man. I got my new comic book day haul here. Just chilling and having a good Saturday.
What's going on, Ruben? Yeah,
Hey,
and it has been a good day. It's been a really good day.
Yeah, are
and
you going to share that story? Or that's a story for another time?
I think I'm just going to go and share it. Like, huge Hulk fan if anyone's watched my channel before, and even other people's channels when they talk about it. But I was able to acquire a Hulk 181 today, and I don't have it in hand. It's mostly paid for. I'll have it in hand in about 2 weeks, but that's one that I've missed out on twice in my local town recently, and I'm like beyond myself excited to have it. I've got my 102 up there. The number 1 is just not something that I'm pretending I can get at this point in life, but it's going on Tapia. But that one, I never thought I'd actually be able to acquire it, but it worked out perfectly. It's from my local comic shop over the Augusta Book Exchange. I've been going there my whole life. My dad's been going there since it existed, and they're just awesome people. They've always been good to me, and I wouldn't recommend to go anywhere else first.
Dude, that's amazing. Congrats, man. I'm so happy for you.
Dude, my nerves are still rattled from it because it was just such not a normal event that happened. It happened so fast, and it was, I mean, that's big money to be moving around. You know, I'll play around with books that are a few $100s here and there all the time, but that was a next level purchase for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, congratulations, man. I'm very happy for you.
Appreciate it, man. So I was just going to go through kind of what I picked up this week, just kind of go through them one by one real fast, just kind of breeze through them and let you see if you want to do the same thing and see if we got anything similar we picked up we might want to touch on or talk about what you liked or didn't like even.
Okay.
All right, well, first off, the past couple of weeks, I've just been burning through these, but I have been picking up every one of the Timeless variants.
Oh, yes.
So they had Alex.
They are nice.
They are. That weird pose Spider-Man. I still love it, though. Just an odd pose.
Yeah.
Black Panther, Phoenix, and Colossus was definitely the best one of the week. Nobody can really do reflections like this, man.
Yeah. His Silver Surfer. Did you ever pick up the Silver Surfer one?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the coolest part is the reflection of the surfer on his board.
Yes, that's exactly what I was just going to say, man. He does reflections so well. So I love Alex Ross. So
did you read Marvels that he did back in the day? The 4-issue miniseries Marvels? Issue 3 had a Silver Surfer cover, and he's just coming straight at you, but you can see the Human Torch is in front of him, but you can't. He didn't draw the Human Torch, just Silver Surfer, but the reflections is just nuts.
Oh, that's awesome. No, I didn't read Marvels, but I did pick up his Earth X.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, Earth X
insane.
Was awesome.
Yeah, that gave me a new appreciation for Machine Man, and I got his first appearance, and dude, I got his number 1 just right here.
Oh, just hanging out.
Just hanging out. Yeah. Kirby just hangs out in my house. My wife is out of town right now with her coworker girlfriends. They all went to the mountains, and she just video called me a couple of hours ago from the mountains because they went in an antique shop and she found a short box. So she's coming back with a couple of Kirby gems for me, as well as a couple of other books, an Iron Man, an American Flag, because I like Howard Chaykin stuff a lot. And what's going on, Flash 6792? And 2 non-Marvel DC Kirby stuff, which I'm really excited to share when it gets in.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
And for indie books, I did get Firepower number 4. And because of you guys talking about this all the time, I'm like, I got to check that out. And my LCS has had a Prelude sitting on the shelf since it came out. So I was able to get that and get caught up this week. And it is really cool.
Okay, cool, awesome. So
I
you
liked
read
it a
all the
lot.
way up to 4.
Yeah, I read 1 and 2 Wednesday, and then I read the Prelude Wednesday, and then I speed read through 1 through 4 before Burke's Thursday night show in case
Yeah.
they were going to talk. And then you didn't show up.
And then I didn't show. Yeah, this is the week. The week was just so bad because this week was my daughter's last volleyball game, and they had just changed their last practice from a Friday to a Thursday. So I was like, oh man, I can't. Like, that's the thing, is that it was so last minute,
There
and
ain't
so
nothing wrong with that.
yeah, I ended up doing all that stuff with my daughter and stuff like that. So it was awesome because we got to see her last volleyball game today, and they
Did
won.
they win? Okay, I
Yeah,
was about
they
to say,
won
was
the
it worth missing the show? I guess it was.
yeah, it was. Yeah, those girls played their hearts out. It was really good. I'm just really glad that she had fun, and she's looking forward to next season already.
Dude,
So
that's awesome. That's what it's about, man.
yeah.
And other indie stuff is Seven Secrets #3, which I love this issue. I don't know if you got a chance to read that or if you're even
No,
reading it.
I after 1, I was done with Seven Secrets. Burke told me that I need to pick it back up. He said 2 was really good. So
Dude, both of those issues were crap compared to this one, and I like those issues. But
no,
I just picked it up on just hearing people talk about it to see what's up. Love Tom Taylor, loved his Earth 2 stuff he did,
yeah,
was amazing, and love the deceased stuff. And it's nuts. What's going on, Austin? But this issue was wild. It just starts out the gate really good. But I
okay,
don't know if I'll continue to read it. If it drops, it's one that'd be quick to come off my pull list. But right now,
right.
that first story arc seems promising. And another one I picked up on a recommendation because of Ryan New Guy was this We Live. This was on his pull list for the
Oh,
top
yeah.
picks. And it was really cool. I'm actually going to my daughter, she's 13, my oldest, and she's big into anime stuff. And this is right up her alley. So I'm going to pick these up, read them, and just give them to her because I know she'll love it. But
Yeah.
it was
My
really
daughter,
original.
my daughter's really into anime too. She's 13
Mm,
as well, so it's just
same, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
she's like
crazy.
into all the My Hero Academia and
Hmm.
Doctor Stone and all kinds of.
She hasn't watched Doctor Stone yet, but she's heard about it. So
Yeah,
um,
my daughter like we went on vacation and there's a Books a Million where we go to vacation every year and we
uh
go like 5 times while we're there for like a 10-day stay and she went through 13 anime manga novels while we were there. That's just
Yay.
it's nuts. She lives in those things right now.
Yeah,
But of course, that beautiful Neil Adams cover swipe. And this was a great issue. I don't know if you read it or not, but it starts out with a flashback with Banner and his dad abusing him because he's 3 years old reading Paradise Lost. And his
uh-huh.
dad thinks he's a mutant or he has something going on to make him so smart. And he was abusive toward him. And the serpent that you see in Paradise Lost represented in the Garden of Eden, it turns out that that's why the Devil Hulk in his mind looks like reptilian because the Devil Hulk came out when he was 3 in that personification. And dude, it was really good issue. A 9-year-old likes to watch some animes with me. There ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I
Yeah,
started my daughter young with the DC Universe animated movies, like Superman, Batman, Apocalypse, and stuff like that.
yeah. I started my daughter young with Dragon Ball Z and stuff. She wasn't into it, but she still watched some of it with me. And then this past year, she's really ramped up like her anime. Like she's all about calling herself a weeb or something like that. I don't I don't know what it is. She's like, there's people on TikTok that do this, and we're called weebs, and then there's other people that do this, and I was just like, okay, yeah, clicks, I
it's
get
the
it.
it's the 2020 East Coast West Coast thing.
Yeah. So she tells me all about that, and I'm just like, yeah, all about it. Yep.
Where do I stand, honey?
Yeah,
That's all
exactly.
that matters. Next one I had Strange Adventures. I don't think you've been reading that either, have you?
I haven't been reading Strange
Dude,
Adventures.
this has been amazing, and it's a 12 issues from Tom King, so you know it's a slow burn, but it's
Yeah.
finally getting to the meat and potatoes of it. They have
Yeah.
dual artists on it.
I'm not really a big DC guy. I'm a
Whew.
big Batman guy, but I'm not a big DC guy.
Have you been picking up the main for this?
I have actually, yes. I got death metal as well.
So for this one, I always get the cover A's, but then I get a reader copy for it as well.
Yeah.
And I had to go that Superboy Prime.
Oh man,
But
that Superboy Prime looks so good too.
it does. Now that was definitely a filler issue, but
Yeah.
I don't know, I just loved every minute of it. I like how insane it is. The people that I hear complaining about it, what they dislike about it is actually what I love about it. So it's kind of just a sheer taste thing.
Yeah.
The other
Absolutely.
ones, not a lot of people pick it up right now, but Superman, just I enjoy Superman and the artwork is fantastic on it right now.
Uh-huh.
And then last one for the week I had was the new Rorschach. And I
Oh,
did get the John Jiang cover, the variant exclusive. That one's on the way still.
uh-huh. You said Rorschach was actually pretty good, but this last one wasn't what you thought it was, right?
Yeah, this was issue one, and I had no knowledge of it going into it until Monday when I kind of looked at what it might be about. And it's not about Walter Kovacs at all. It's not about the Rorschach from the original graphic novel. This is set 35 years after the events in New York at the end of Watchmen, and it even makes canon the HBO TV show. So it comes after that even,
Oh,
and it
nice.
just starts out with basically a random assassin trying to take a hit on the president, and he gets the opening page. You see Rorschach just get gunned down, his head get popped and everything, and a PI is hired to kind of look into who this person is, and turns out that they think they know who it is, but he has the exact identity of the original Rorschach, who's known to be dead. So it's
Yeah.
supposed to be like this crazy rabbit trail down conspiracy alley and stuff. So I have no clue where it's going to go.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I've always liked the character of Rorschach. I read that graphic novel back in like seventh grade. That was one of the first graphic novels that I ever read was Watchmen, and
Mm-hmm.
it really kind of blew my mind. Like I had to read it twice because I was like, "What happened?" Like, yeah, it was seventh grade, so I was just like, "Yeah, okay,
That's a lot for a seventh grader to take in.
yeah,
Nine panel pages.
jeez." But yeah, I had to read it twice to finally get it, and then I read it once again in college um, to really understand the political aspect of everything, and really what was going on. And I was just like, oh, this was a much better story than I thought.
Yeah,
So
it's really good.
yeah.
What all did you pick up this week?
So I did pick up that death metal as well. So I picked up death metal. I don't know if you've been reading Stealth from Image.
Mm-mm.
But this has been a really good series. I've enjoyed it so far.
What
Um,
number is it on?
6. I haven't gotten a chance to read this issue yet, though. Um, and then Once in Future, number 12.
I've heard a
Uh,
lot of people pick that up, talking about
Dude,
it's good.
it is so good. I love Granny. Like she's one of my favorite characters. Um, and Once in Future is just if you like that whole mythological, King Arthur and everything, then you'll really like the series. The series has been really good. I also picked up Avengers 37. This wraps up the whole Age of Khonshu or Khonshu, and
And I haven't been following that. What's that even been about?
pretty much it's been about Moon Knight, and then things that happen with Khonshu and stuff like that. I felt like they kind of wrapped it up pretty quick in this issue, but doesn't every story arc feel that way? Like once you've been
Yeah.
reading it for a while, like the final issue feels like just a quick wrap up. I feel like that's what's been going on lately. Is it just feels like a quick wrap up with some things like that. Um, and then I also picked up that timeless variant as well, the timeless cover of ASM, and I do agree, it's just a weird pose, like
It's like he's waiting on something to
yeah,
just hit him in the face.
and he's all slumped over. He's just you know,
Now I do have the one per store variant where they have like the 5 or 6 characters in their full body pose, and you see him just sitting there in like classic Spider-Man, like knees bent, real
oh
crouched down, hands on the floor, looking up. But it just doesn't work with the close up really.
okay. And then I picked up a couple trades. Um, here pretty soon they're going to be talking about The Long Halloween on Two Brothers channel. So I picked up The Long Halloween so this way we could all discuss it. This is a book that I read, or a trade that I read a long time ago. But right afterwards, I read Batman Hush. So I feel like I'm getting stories mixed in together, and just trying to remember which part belongs to where. So I remember really liking Batman Hush a lot. Um, but The Long Halloween is one that I'm just like, I can't remember really too much from it. So was it really that good? Did I like it? I to me, I felt like I did like it, but that was because, like I said, I read Batman Hush right afterwards. So, um, and then the last one that I got was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers TMNT trade paperback. You know, because all my issues got to stay minty fresh, so I gotta I gotta keep a trade paperback of it. So this way,
I've
if
done
my
the same thing with the regular run and go-go.
oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Um, you know, I tried getting the hardcovers as well. My favorite hardcover was that Shattered Grid, and like an idiot, I sold it. I was
I've
done with
got
it.
mine. It came in a local comic shop day blind box that Boom sends out every year for the local comic shop day. That's the only one I have.
Oh yeah, yeah, the
Mhm.
one where it's got Lord Draken, Evo 3.
Evo 3, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that I had. Then I sold it because I was gonna go see Clayton Crane. Um, and actually, I have a CGC haul that I'm going to drop tomorrow. And the last CGC book that I have is a Clayton Crane that we went and saw on September 11th, and it already came back. So just within a
That's
month,
fast.
yeah, it was really fast. So I'm really hoping for a 9.8. I'm going to be shooting the video tonight. So I know the other two books that I have, they're also CGCs. I already know the grades on those, but this one I'm just hoping for a 9.8 because that book was an A-OK for my buddy Carlito, and he A-OK'd it that day. So
Whew.
no time to press it, no time to do anything. But the book looks so crispy, dude. Like
You don't want to say what it is?
it was Lord Draken New Dawn #1. The Clayton Crane, the one that he had of Draken the
Oh,
Evil
yeah.
with
Yeah.
yeah.
That's just sitting around too.
Yeah, you
Did
just
you
got it on deck.
Which one did you send, the Virgin or the trade dress?
So I got the trade dress, and Steve got the Virgin. So we both sent ours in, and that's the
There's
one
a
that I got. Yeah.
trade dress signed, and then the Virgin
Oh,
signed.
and you got that at a 9.8.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for a 9.8.
I'm
Um,
still the only one I'm hunting now is the Green Ranger one that I missed out on, but I have to buy an already signed copy to go with the rest of them back there.
yeah. So what's it called? Um, I'm really hoping for a 9.8 because, like I said, Steve and I we saw that and we're like, we already had other books that we were going to send into CGC, and we already immediately, as soon as Carlito gave it to us, we're like, we're switching it to these ones.
I did the
So
same thing with my Detective Comics 1000 because I got it signed at a shop where I was kind of like trying out the CBCS stuff, you know,
yeah,
and I wasn't planning on sending that one off to get slabbed at all. And he ended up remarking it for free. So I'm like,
I
now I got to send it off.
yeah,
He messed it up on accident. So I had a stack of books for him to sign, not a big stack even, and
uh,
I asked for the crane bow on it because it's really dark at the bottom of the cover and it would have looked great. But
yeah.
I'd ordered the book, and when it came in, it had a little spine tick, not like in the actual corner. Like there's a little flare down there in the bottom. So when he was signing the stuff and he got to that one, he just signed it straight through in solid yellow. And
Oh,
so when he noticed he messed up, he went back and drew the bat symbol on it and did a little Cranebow Julian calendar date.
that's really cool.
Speaking of Steve,
Steve. There he
what's going
You just
on, man?
name and his ears are burning already.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it worked out in my favor, and I'm about to be getting And I was actually going to message you and ask you about some of this just to get some more information. But I'm about to get that middle tier subscription to CGC. I just prefer their cases and their labels better.
Yeah, and Steve and I were talking about that too. Like we know that CBCS got new cases, but for us, it's about that CGC case. It's beautiful. The
It
wells on the
is.
back of it, like it just feels more sturdy, and
Well, I'll
just
be honest with you. I think that this one can take a hit by a bus, these
oh really?
CBCS ones,
Yeah.
but I don't. I think it was Austin. It's like when I shake the CGC ones like this, they squeak, but I'm
Oh,
not going to
yeah. I
shake
said
them. Yeah,
right.
but
Yeah.
but we're not going to be doing that. So I'm not going to throw them in front of a bus. So for me, it was really like my friend Brent that's on here with me. He uh he was kind of more of an advocate for CBCS when we were kind of discussing it, and he was talking them up. So I gave him a good shot. They're really convenient, not having to go through the process of packing them myself and shipping them myself, and
Yeah.
I can have all that included in just one nice price. You know what I mean? And the insurance is all taken care of on them. But I'm just going to go ahead and get one, and me and Brent are just going to just send books in through that one probably.
Yeah, absolutely. If you go through the middle tier, I think that's the $150
Hmm.
one, right?
Yeah,
So
and you get the credit for
they
150.
credit $150 to you, so it's like you get it for free.
Yeah,
But I ended up getting like the $25 one because at the time I didn't have $150 to just go ahead and send to them. So I really want to upgrade to that middle tier so this way I can get the credits because those credits go like that, dude. Like your first submission, it's already about $100 if you do like 4 books.
yeah. I'm
You-
planning on trying to send between me and Brent, and I've got a. I mean, the only way to describe it is a pen pal. Like I was in this Power Ranger group on Facebook, and me and this guy started chatting, and he lives in Belgium, and for him to order stuff and have it shipped there is insane. So at this point, he just orders stuff and it just comes to my house, and I send it to him. But he's got me excited. Jesus, I hate this guy right now so bad.
Such a dick.
And no, it is not CGC. But yeah, I just between me, Brent, and this guy wanting to get some, I'll be able to just kind of probably fill up a ten book order pretty easily. And I don't know if they do discounts once you get past a certain amount of book or something.
No, if you do the middle tier, then you already have 15% off your whole
Mm,
order, I think.
well, that's
So
not bad.
that's not bad at all.
But I've got like there's a few books that I've been sitting on that I just wasn't willing to send to CBCS because I want like I have a She-Hulk #1 in a really high grade, and I want
Uh-huh.
that CGC'd. And yeah, there's some stuff I'm not willing to do. And these books that I just got in the mail yesterday, I definitely want the at least one of these CGC'd, and I don't know what I'd do with the other one. But I
Yeah.
did after waiting for months and months and months. The Clayton Crane Maestro
Hey,
#1s came in. And I
yeah,
was I was
a lot of the guys that we were talking to at that Crane signing, a lot of them were waiting on those Maestro covers too. And I think one or two people had them, and they're like, "How did you get yours so fast?" They're
I
like, "I
think
don't
it was a Big City or Golden Apple Comics. I don't know if that's the right name of the shop. There was
know."
another store that is a partner store, the shared exclusive that they got their books first. With having deals with Frankie's or whatever,
Uh
they
huh.
have to get those other stores who they're in an agreement with their books first. Like immediately.
Okay.
So they're able, being that they're already caught up and not a brand new store opening and wasn't really prepared for the wave of customers that came. But it
Yeah.
was worth the wait. I mean, I'm huge Hulk fan. I've got every cover of that series across the board so far. One of them at least is definitely for my PC forever, so it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah. Um. So last thing I have is I've got another box that I can open up. Yeah.
Oh my God, I am ready. I'm most definitely ready.
But
I stay
give me
ready.
a second. I have to get one other thing before I open this.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, hold on one sec. Just keep them going.
Yeah, not a problem. So yeah, I'm definitely ready. I don't know if y'all have seen this or not, but John Jiang's going to have an exclusive variant, and it's through Frankie's Comics, but for Mighty Morphin #1. He's done a partial reveal on Facebook and Instagram. And just the little piece of cover that he shows already looks amazing. And I'm sure there's a ton of other awesome covers out there, but I don't know. His artwork for some reason just really stands real tall with me right now after he did Draken New Dawn #1 variant. That was insane. And yes, I'm ready to read that book he's referring to as well. Let's see. Yeah, that's the one I was looking at, the $150 membership as well. I mean, they give it right back to you for free. That's,
Yeah.
even with the 200 and something one, they still only give you the 150 back.
Yeah.
But they give you a bigger discount. So
yeah, I think it's like 20% off instead of 15 at the 200.
I wish I had a middle finger emoji right now.
You'll just give it to them.
Yeah, I try to keep this family friendly. I do have a daughter that likes to go back and watch them, and
Oh yeah.
my
Okay.
nieces watch them and stuff.
Yeah, I've got no family support, so I'm good. I'm just playing.
I had 2 family members in our giveaway that I had to leave off the wheel because I wouldn't even want to do that. That would just look sketchy. Give away 2 books. One goes to my dad. One goes to my brother. Nah. Nah.
Rigged.
Yeah. And luckily, right before this, the person who won the Peach Momoko book, they contacted me almost immediately, and I got that book shipped off. And the death metal one, the person messaged me probably about an hour ago, so that was awesome. So the people who actually won, are going to both be getting their books. I got all their stuff, and I'll have that one shipped off Tuesday on my off day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that worked out good.
So the thing that I had to go get was, and Steve knows this story. So about a year ago, I wanted to get the NECA figures of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But at the time, I didn't have the money to do so, right? I found one on Macari, but I found it for like $20. So it's kind of a gamble on whether or not you're going to get a real one.
Or if this came from Wish.
Yeah, if it came from Wish or, and stuff like that. So I got this one, and man, this thing is scary looking. Look at the eyes already. That is just scary looking.
Is it supposed to look like that?
No.
It's no.
Like this.
Oh my God.
It's supposed to look like this, like the actual, but then like the paint on it and stuff like that he just looks scary.
He looks surprised.
Yeah. Surprised that he ever got made. Yeah. So I bought one off eBay. So I'm really hoping that the only thing that I have to get is the 2-pack Leo and Donatello, because I already got that Casey and Raphael. So I don't need another Raphael. So
I wanted to buy the Super Shredder.
I did get the Super Shredder.
Yeah, that thing was awesome.
Yeah, I actually got one and tried to cancel my pre-order because I had gotten 2, one for Dustin and then a second one. And so I tried to cancel my pre-order, and NECA wouldn't let me cancel my pre-order. So I went ahead and gave it to Steve, right? Well, Steve paid for it.
I remember that video. Yeah. For the Gemini mailers.
Yeah, for the Gemini mailers. So, yeah. He got the Super Shredder. So I'm just waiting for my Super Shredder to come in. But I'm hoping that this individual Mikey that I just got from eBay is actually the real deal.
Now, did you pay more than $20 for this one?
I did pay more than $20 for this one.
Chances are on your side.
Yeah. So this one already says, thanks for your purchase.
That's a good start.
The packaging is absolutely the same. And this one is the correct one.
Oh, yeah, that looks way different. So the other one was just a knockoff?
Yeah, the other one was a knockoff.
That's awesome, though, man.
Chinese knockoff. So I finally got my Michelangelo.
That looks vastly different.
It's so much better.
Oh my God. Yeah, the details on those are awesome. I don't think he has the heavy green dots on him either, like the other one does he? Like on
No,
his upper arms?
yeah, no, he doesn't. This one looks like it's sharpied on with the dots. Yeah, it definitely looks like it was sharpied on. So I'm definitely finally happy to finally get my Michelangelo NECA figure. I am super stoked because one of the slabs that I got is the thank you variant, or not thank you variant, but the issue number 4 with Michelangelo holding the White Ranger helmet
Yeah, I've got
for
it.
Team and Team Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and I got that at a 9.8. So this is going to be displayed with it.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
And you have seen the news on that 1 in 500. I sent
Oh
that
my
to
god.
Burke last night. That it's a Montez cover, but you have their full
A
upper
full body.
torso. Yeah, and I look, the way that their hand placement is on their helmet is correct to the actual original ones. And then
Yeah.
having the Green Ranger getting ready to take his off is awesome.
Yeah. So this way they don't give the reveal for the Green Ranger.
Yeah,
Which, by the way, I thought the likenesses for Adam, Rocky, and Tommy looked
very
the
close.
they looked the best.
And
Um,
Brent made a point of that because I got that picture from my friend in Belgium early yesterday and I couldn't find anything on it. And I sent it to Brent to get him to look it up. And he said, I wonder if it's even real because their likeness is so close on some of these. And we know that they try to not get too close because then you
right,
start talking royalties or something.
right.
But
Dude, they look so much like him. Like Tommy looked really good, but Adam, the
Adam, yeah.
Adam was the one I was just like, that's a spitting image of the actor. Now
Yeah, and that's
Billy,
one that no,
no, they look
no.
cartoonish. Do you want
Got
to come
Southern
back?
Comic Geek in here. Yo, Adrian.
Hey, what's up, Jason?
Yeah, that's one that I would love to have been able to jump on top of, but like I said, my money's going toward that Hulk 181 right now, and I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, don't even worry about that going to
No,
Montez cover,
oh,
man.
I'll end up with it. I'll definitely end up with it for sure, but when, I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got comic wise. I've got no collectibles this week. I did pick up Batman: Death in the Family, the showcase movie, and it was honestly really fun. Huge Jason Todd fan. I've got his first appearance right there. I got his first appearance as Robin right there. My favorite Robin, the worst Robin, but the
Yeah,
coolest ward that Batman ever had. And
absolutely.
the showcases that come in the special features on these, if you buy the actual disc, are always amazing. And there's two brand new showcases, one for Sergeant Rock and one for the Sandman universe's Death. And they were really cool. And it wasn't as expensive as a normal movie. And I definitely recommend people to get it. Don't get the digital copy because it just has one specific path playthrough of the movie, and you
Oh,
miss out on the best aspects of what's included in it.
so is
So
it
they're
like a
not.
choose your own ending kind of thing?
Yes, just like the actual book was when you were reading A Death in the Family
Yeah,
back in the day. So
yeah.
that's when Denny O'Neil came up with that idea. They're like, what better way to do it for the movie? So what the opening scene of this movie is the actual opening scene of Under the Red Hood, all the way up to Batman jumping off the motorcycle in the building, getting the timer right before it explodes. Before it explodes, it gives you three paths. And one path, if you take Robin Dies, it just gives you a narration through Under the Red Hood. And then at the end of the narration is new footage of Bruce talking to Clark about his biggest failure. So
Oh,
yeah, it's really cool. But if you do like Robin escapes death, like he comes out of it like burned and beat up, and the next time you see him, he's Hush. You remember in actual Hush that you mentioned, the first time
yeah,
you see Jason Todd in comics, he's wearing the Hush uniform, but he's got like the Robin logo on it. They tried to play it off like it was Clayface. You
yeah.
see him active like that, and it's really cool just killing rogues members. And then
Dang.
there's a whole nother path, and then one of the paths it deters like splits again. It's fun, man. Dude, my mom hung out with me and watched this stuff. She's her and my dad known each other obviously for years, so she's been in the comic community from her standpoint. She knows about all this stuff, and she was watching it like that ending wasn't as good as the other one, and we're having a blast. But
That's
that's why I got the background this week for that.
Nice.
The 181 is a 4.5, which is pretty much for my current price range, right where I'd be able to shop. And if you're wondering the price range on it, just hit go collect. It'll tell you.
Jason,
Yeah, it's just,
I finally got my Mikey. Southern Comic Geek is the other guy that I was talking to about the NECA figures, and he got his in before I did. So
is
that
that
was
how
really
you notice the difference?
no. I've had this for a year. I've had this
Oh
knockoff
wow.
for a year. So it was probably around September, end of September, beginning of October of last year, and then I finally, decided to splurge on the real thing, and thank God, this is the real thing.
Feels right now.
Yeah,
Dude,
it feels
I've got a knockoff Megazord from Thailand that's actually way more valuable than the real Megazord.
really
You can get an original Megazord in the box for like $80, $100 complete all day, like online. But this
wait, which one?
knockoff one,
The original?
yeah, the original Megazord.
Oh, okay.
Like the box would be open, you know what I mean? Like the Dragon Zord I have that's complete in a box that's never been opened, that one was not $100.
Yeah.
Like it's just a complete one out of the box. You could probably get 100, 150. But what's going on, Justin? Yeah, 112. It is moving fast. We're putting in a lot of work trying to connect to the community and stuff. That's the whole reason me and Brent are wanting to do this. We just since he moved away, we're both in like a comic conversation void, except when we're talking to each other on the phone. So this is just the best outlet we've had so far, and it's pretty cool. Met a lot of great people already, like Panda and Burke and yourself. So I appreciate all y'all's help and helping us connect with everyone, man. It's been awesome.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's always great to talk to people that have the same interests as you do. Like, I was just telling my wife the other day, um, you know, Steve wanted to call me and talk Power Rangers, and she's like, "Oh, look at my baby talking Power Rangers." I was like, shut up.
Yeah, I get that all the time, man.
There's nobody else that I can talk to about that. So, I mean, when I met you guys, it was just another person that I could talk Power Rangers about. And it was awesome. So it's just been really cool to meet people in this community that share the same interests as you, and um, so this way you don't feel so alone about it, because in my
Mm.
household I'm absolutely alone. My kids kind of grew out of those kind of things. Here comes my wife. Just she's probably gonna punch me. No, um, she's getting ready for work. So but yeah, my kids kind of grew up out of the superhero thing. Like, I have a son who's also 13, who was really into superheroes. He doesn't really like comics, and so that's just one of the things that we differ from. And my son really liked Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and now he's growing up and he's into more different other things. And so it's hard to keep these same interests with my family members, but to actually have community members, people that I can call friends and just discuss these things, it just feels like such a great outlet to talk. And so it's just been really cool. And one of the main reasons why I started my YouTube channel was because I got influenced by Burke and Two Brothers. Those guys were the ones that really talked me up and was like, "Hey, you could really do it, dude. Like, you should do it." So, instead
Dude,
of me
but
opening a mystery box by myself, here I am doing it on camera.
and I appreciate that. I was about to have to go live tonight by myself. I appreciate you doing this at the last minute, man.
Yeah,
That was,
absolutely,
that
man.
was awesome, and that's what started with me. I would watch and participate in the comic jabroni stuff all the time,
Yeah,
and I found myself like having a lot more I wanted to be able to say in dialogue with all the time, like all the time. There's just only so much you can do in the chats, and then I was on Burke's channel. The comic jabroni told me to be sure to check that channel out because they talk a lot of Power Rangers over there. And when I got over there, I mentioned how I had the local comic shop blind box that I did an unboxing video of, and I just posted it on the Power Ranger Facebook group I was on. I said, "Oh, I might post it on YouTube so you can check it out." And he's like, "Do it, brother." I'm like, "Okay, fine, man." So then
right.
I just had a lot of Power Ranger stuff coming in anyways, and I started doing them and getting them rolling. And Brent had been talking about wanting to do a podcast with me and him just chit chatting for a while, and I'm like, I think YouTube's where we should be with it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, absolutely. If it weren't for those guys, when you get talked to by Burke. It's not just that you get talked to, you get pressured, saying, do it, do it. And
It's
you're just,
positive reinforcement.
yeah,
Yeah. Do
exactly.
it, brother.
Like he's really excited for you, but he's really
Yeah.
pushing you to do it.
And I
um,
appreciate that because he's been instrumental in getting a lot of this going. He's the one that told me about StreamYard and even I reach out to him and if I have questions or stuff like that, or you're like I told you, I'm gonna be reaching out to you and just kind of picking your brain a little bit on a couple of aspects of CGC.
yeah,
And
absolutely.
I've been in comics since I was born. My first job was at a local comic store here in Augusta where I still pick my books up from, but I just now started getting into grading books and stuff because for one, I never had a place to even put them up or anything. A lot of my
Yeah.
stuff has been packed up and in storage. We're going from one place to the next.
So are you in your forever home now, or?
No, I'm in the one home before my forever home. Yeah, I'm in a really nice home in like the best part of town that we have here and everything, and it's just kind of like the last staging place for me and my wife and our two kids while we're kind of working our way toward that forever home. I'm definitely not leaving Augusta. I'm a homebody. I like to travel, but I love my hometown a lot.
Yeah.
My
Um,
entire family lives here.
oh, really?
Hmm.
That's good, man. Yeah, me and my wife we're doing the same thing. This is our, we're hoping to be the last step before we get into our forever home.
Hmm.
And so, I it's hard for me to put things up because it feels like I'm just going to take it down here pretty soon because I want to be in a forever home with my wife and my kids here pretty soon. So, we're hoping within the next year or two that we can get there.
That's the
And
same thing. We got a 2-year target date from where we're at. So that being the case, and the guy who I rent from is awesome. He's friends with my family. My mom taught his kids in school and stuff. And when I moved in, he's like, "Dude, you can hang whatever you want in the house. I don't care." And there's no family photos up in our house anywhere. But in this one room, I've got like this behind me. I've got some paintings my daughter did on canvas. I have a painting my brother did on canvas. I've got some covers that I had my dad draw on because he
yeah.
he used to draw a lot, and he hadn't drawn in like 10 years. And I took him like the Justice League Power Ranger #1 and said, "Dude, take your time, but draw me something." And he ended up doing like a Montez style cover with Superman holding the black dragon head. It was
Ooh,
really cool.
you're gonna have to show that on IG, man.
It's
It
hard to
looks
see that far away, but
it
and
looks
I've got
pretty.
a Power Ranger #1 with my brother who's ridiculously artistic, but paint style stuff, and I'm just waiting on that to come back too. I
Yeah,
don't put any kind of time frame on them, but I just like to have my family's personal art in here, because for some reason they're artistic, and then there's me.
yeah. We just got one part of our house that has family photos, and that's it. Like we
Mm-hmm.
we tried not to decorate this place too much because we don't feel too attached to the place. You know what I mean? Like
I
we already
do.
know this is our next step to our next place. So we're almost ready to do so. So we're hoping that we can do that within the next year or two. So
Yeah, I'm hoping for you too. I know exactly how it feels, man.
yeah,
But
yeah. And then you do something like buy a Hulk 181, and you're just like,
yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to get a house. I just bought a Hulk 181. My wife's on a girls trip. I'm buying a Hulk, and we're talking about a house. Yeah, we've got some other things we're working on before we need to really start pushing that aspect of it, though.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Same here. So
yeah.
might as well get the things that we like now, so this way we
And
can
who
take.
knows if it comes down to it, man? That stuff equals cash, anyways.
Yeah, exactly. That's the big thing about it is that I feel a sentimental attachment to a lot of the books that I have, especially the ones that I have graded. But if I needed to for my family, I will sell all of my books. Like
In a
those.
heartbeat.
Yeah, and
Every one of them.
my wife did just hear that, so I'm gonna be pretty much held to that if it ever comes down to it.
Dude, I was reading Death Metal #4, that Superboy cover, my reader copy, and my daughter was crawling across me, and the dog walked over the book, and I was on the phone with Brent, and I mentioned how the dog walked over. He said, "Oh no," and I said, "Dude, it's just a reader copy." He goes, yeah, I'd still want to take care of it. I said, dude, I'll roll this thing up right now and smack the dog on the butt with it. It's just a book, man.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if it's just a reader copy.
Yeah, it's just a book. I'm not stressing them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to smack anyone with a Hulk 181 though. We're going to have to talk to them calmly.
Right.
But yeah, and again, I appreciate you doing this, man. And I am about to get ready to wrap it up here and go make sure the kids settled and everything.
Yeah.
I want to say thanks to everybody who popped up in the live chat, and look forward to doing it again. Again, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. Got a lot of cool stuff coming up. I know Brent just got some really cool packages in. He shared them on IG already. He got that TMNT Power Ranger #1 John Jiang cover. And we ordered those at the same time, and I'm still waiting on mine. I got the signed 9.8 slabbed one. So it's
Oh.
supposed to be here Monday. So I'll
Ooh.
be looking forward to showing that off. Yeah, I've got the Rorschach Jiang coming. I've got the TMNT 100 John Jiang coming,
Mhm.
and that one. And he's about to have that Power Ranger book drop. So he's got a lot of good stuff out right now, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate it. What do you have coming up here?
So I've got a CGC haul that I'm going to be unboxing. I'm gonna tape that tonight and drop it tomorrow. Um, and like every Thursday, unlike this last Thursday, I'm on Burke Family 54 Comics channel, talking comic books, talking about our weekly haul, and we usually talk about 3 or 4 comics that we read that week, and we give our input, and it gets pretty wild sometimes. And this Saturday, if you guys aren't up to anything, Two Brothers does a Babylon tonight,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm usually inside the chat. So come say hi to me, and come say hi to Two Brothers, and
Yeah, I'll be
come.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, about to say, I support that channel and Burke's channel.
Yeah,
They read a lot of different stuff than I read, so it's just kind of a completely different avenue, but it's still enjoyable. Kind of get an idea of what's going on with everything I don't keep up with.
exactly.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna cut it out and check on the kids and get ready to check that Two Brothers stream out myself.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you
All
so
right, man.
much
You
for
have a good night. Yeah, I
you.
appreciate you coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, man. Well, good night, everybody, and thanks again.